A ground collision incident occurred at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport today, involving aircraft operated by SpiceJet and Akasa Air, resulting in damage to both the planes but fortunately causing no injuries to passengers or crew members. According to the reports, a SpiceJet aircraft was taxiing at the airport when it came into contact with a stationary Akasa Air aircraft, and the incident took place during ground movement operations in the apron area. While the collision has been described as minor in nature, it did result in structural damage to both the aircraft involved. The right winglet of the SpiceJet Boeing 737 aircraft sustained damage during the contact, while the left-hand horizontal stabilizer of the Akasa Air aircraft was also impacted. Both the aircraft were immediately inspected following the incident, and safety teams were deployed to assess the extent of the damage and ensure operational safety and security protocols were followed. The data and flight tracking playback from Flight Radar 24 suggests that the SpiceJet aircraft was arriving from Leh and was in the process of pulling into the gate when the incident occurred. And at the same time, the Akasa Air aircraft was reportedly in the process of pushback for its scheduled departure to Hyderabad. It is during this overlapping ground movement that the two aircraft came into contact. Akasa Air, in its official statement, confirmed that its aircraft was stationary at the time of the incident and that another airline's aircraft made contact with it during the ground operations. And the airline further stated that all the passengers and crew members on board were safely disembarked following the incident. It also added that its ground teams are actively working on alternative arrangements in order to ensure that affected passengers are accommodated and flown to Hyderabad at the earliest possible time. Meanwhile, SpiceJet has not issued a detailed public statement at the time of reporting, but reports indicate that the affected aircraft has been grounded for further technical inspection and maintenance checks. Engineers are currently assessing the damage sustained to the winglet in order to determine repair requirements and airworthiness clearance. There have been no reports of injuries to the passengers or crew from either of the aircraft, and airport operations were not significantly disrupted. However, the incident did lead to brief attention from ground control authorities as safety procedures were activated and the area was secured for investigation and documentation. Aviation regulators are expected to review the entire incident in detail. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation is likely to see comprehensive reports from both the airlines as well as airport authorities in order to determine the entire sequence of events and identify any lapses in ground movement, coordination or taxiing protocols. Initial indications suggest that the incident occurred during a period of simultaneous ground activity involving arrival and departure producers in close proximity. Investigators will likely focus on communication between pilots and air traffic control as well as ground handling operations at the time of the collision. Further updates are awaited as the investigation progresses, and more clarity is expected once the official statements are released by the regulatory authorities and the airlines involved. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.